Anna's not here, and Sierra's here. I thought you were gonna go home. And Anna's not with us tonight, but she is heading the program right now. So we'd like, if any of you guys have the ability to come to the meeting April 20th, we'd love to see you there. It's on Friday at 12 o'clock. Food will be provided.
Oh, that's the reception.
That is the reception.
27th.
27th, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But it is Friday, right?
Yep.
That was a week off.
At noon.
But there'll be signs posted. So our last act tonight is Matt Wellman. He is presenting Information Concentrate in the Orators Press Conference. He has two poems that will also be performed on April 27th at Rock City as part of a presentation performance called InfoCon. So everyone, welcome Matt Wellman.
I'm gonna warn everybody, this is gonna be loud. It's gonna be very loud. It's gonna be very obnoxious. It's meant to be so.
Sounds a lot like me on a normal day.
Very obnoxious.
Right? Air high five.
So this is, do you want the calm one first? Do you want the monstrous one?
Probably build up to it.
Build up.
Okay,
Start
build
building.
up. Alright. This is gonna be well, I
Don't
call
touch
it
it.
the Orators Press Conference, but
Don't
it's
touch it.
it was originally called the Coffee Shop Session, but it's basically it is, well, you can kind of decide what it is. It has some political messages in there, but they're not really specific, so it's not taking a conservative or liberal stand on anything. I'm not even really.
It's bipartisan.
Yes, exactly. And this is the Orators Press Conference.
Truly, this can't be your only advice. Clearly, I'm a victim to the virtues of vice. They make a living hunting targets in the underground, where many a priest and prophet is more than likely to be found. More often than not, they'll visit one or more of the hubs and prepare their image so they can ask for more blood. And you know just as well as they, there's plenty of work to be done. Now I hear many of your concerns about the numerous criminally negligent actions that they take, and the consequences far outweighing any money that they make, and never forgetting what regrets to keep straight. And now, I know that there is something to be said for weapons by speeches when apparently infidelity's the only offense that truly impeaches. But trust in the authority of a custom-embroidered fountain pen. It's the preferred weapon of choice for civilized men. Trust in the authority to lead you out alive. Would you rather have a bitter group of malcontents that only scream out for why? With a hand in the darkness that is strong and rough to the touch. I have faith it will keep me balanced. Just enough. You say, give me what I expect. A man of the people, whose past is clean and devoid of all things that could be considered immoral and obscene. Well, I want you to know, I hear you. And we're going to take this trend as far as it will go, and no one in the audience ever has to know that the paper trail that grinds out on the cement is just as irrelevant as it's always been.
That's the Orators Press Conference. And so I chose something a little mild, to start off, and then there's, there's Information Concentrate, which is kind of like what I did last time, but it's going to be memorized. So I'm going to go as far as I can with it until I just can't remember what I'm doing anymore. And so, yeah. We shouldn't have a lengthy poem here. But,
You're not going to juggle that laptop?
I'm wondering if I should, does this give you more of an information concentrate kind of effect? Is it
Right
like
until you drop the laptop.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good at it, trust me.
Good.
We just gotta get you a business suit.
Yeah, I need to. I feel like I need some sort of image. I need some sort of information concentrate image.
Next time I'll bring my
Well, you know,
notepad.
I'm gonna work on that. But
You just
anyway.
gotta, like,
Mr.
Bluetooth
Morrow,
in your
Professor Morrow to
ear.
allow this.
Yeah.
Just shouting business.
That character a while back, what was it doing, Max Headroom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pepsi. Why am I giving him my shoes?
So this is the one that's gonna be really.
They're my shoes. I'm not giving them to him.
Information concentrate, and it gives the means to replicate all the emotions that we used to need, past the points of what the mind can see, because a tactical advantage is often in need when the human mind can't keep pace, it would seem. So, creating systems to streamline the flow, it's to ease the mechanism of evolution to binary codes. Digital IDs are the foundation for civil integrity because it's a combination of information and facial recognition technology. Criminals are handled with precision and ease. You simply disconnect their files and then track them on the screen. DNA leaves a recognizable trail in the air. It's the way the surveillance systems and motion sensors track the new digitally impaired. At one time, this new world was just a cautionary tale and we would never become the thing that let computers rule the greater share, but such fears and warnings were slowly erased as a new generation developed integrated, augmented, and refined social tastes. It really is a beautifully crafted system of networks of metal and sexy smooth plastic, and if it breaks, I'll put the goddamn thing back together with rubber and a used prophylactic! Because the populations of nations are completely under control for half the cost of an unproductive laissez-faire flow, and the responsibility of citizens has been completely redefined. They are to adapt to the necessary changes that the system has aligned. Through long-awaited calculations of society's every variable and need, we can eliminate the resistance of philosophies that the frail human mind impedes. The infrastructure is ready for every new citizen born with the most proven, time-tested, successful planning strategies we can afford. We are the very model for a modern-made machine and a seamless transition into a new cybernetic way of being. City engineering is going to adhere to a per capita form and an increased loss of position to fit 1,000 more, losing all responsibility to reason and share because they're now dependent on buildings to filter the air. Here is clearly humanity's better housing norm, living with this acceptably minimal space from the door. The next generation of our community continues to expand, and through manifest destiny, we're gonna reform the land, building higher and longer and deeper in the ground, still on top of the decaying ruins of old ill-conceived cities and towns. The unending hopes for the comforts of perpetual ease have hereby decided how much 1 mile of farmland will feed. Genetically engineered crops are a must, and ingrown pesticides that kill the few remaining grubs and unintentionally satisfy a pharmaceutical lust. Brothers and sisters, feel lucky that you have a chance to behold this singularity of the human condition that we might never, ever, 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 ever have to grow old. Because the greatness of civilization is that we just might not die, as our skyscrapers will permanently eclipse our collective mind's eye. There's no room anywhere in the world to step back, because to rethink is to question a living intelligence that reacts, giving every explanation for these best laid plans and why an AI should determine what I do with the work of my inferior hands. Yeah, that's all I got for you because I can't remember the rest of it. Well, I'm doing a big performance on the 27th.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
So how far into it do you think you are?
I was about halfway. There's another half to that.
I was gonna say, there's
awesome.
more to that.
There has to be. That should make sense.
I remember that one. I was the first one to see that one. I was just like,
Where were you gonna be doing that?
I'm going to be doing this at Rock City Coffee Shop on the 27th of April. I'm going to be doing this one.
You've got a
At
packet.
the exact same time that you're gonna be
5
having your informational meeting.
Yeah.
Wow. At the exact same
5
time you're
No.
gonna have your informational. Wow.
No.
No, we're at
Yeah.
noon.
Oh.
Well, we're at-
Same
we're
day.
at noon.
No, I
You're gonna
was
be
freaking
here
his
Oh, is that on the?
So,
that's on
so
the-
Matt, what I wanted to say was I really liked that you started with the laptop and then shut it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
thank
That
you.
was cool.
Cool. I liked that.
Yeah, I this is my first rough performance of it because I've
Wow.
been doing this in my house for like all winter, and so like any suggestions, criticisms, anything like that, like gimme everything you
Are
got.
you an actor?
No, I'm just
Do you want to be one?
well,
Plays one on TV.
like
Wow. I can't believe how talented you guys are. Wow. Really good.
thank you.
You're welcome. Wow.
No, I really liked that you started with the laptop,
Yeah.
but then got rid of it. I thought if you hadn't had it at all, I don't know. I
The
liked
connection
it
would
as
have
a
been
prop.
as
Yeah.
yeah, I see that.
It kind of gives you a head up as to what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like that.
I really liked whoever had the business suit idea, so I was like trying to imagine you like with a laptop and a tie and everything, and I was like, oh, that would be so good.
I think we might need
That
to
was
get you a
excellent.
business suit and a fedora.
Yeah. I definitely have a sports bra.
Right, most of definitely the
Yeah.
fedora.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe like the earpiece, I like the earpiece.
Bye,
Right, and the
guys.
Bluetooth.
I'm happy I saw
Fedora,
you.
Bluetooth.
Yeah,
You need to have like a bunch of
Bluetooth.
devices that you can
Yes.
simultaneously
I definitely
like
do need
put away.
Juggle,
some
move
sort
and
of-
juggle.
Yeah. Juggle
You're not
cell
even
phones.
listening to Willow, who had
sorry.
the
No,
best
I was
idea
I'm very
ever.
sorry.
No, there's
And
not.
Willow totally had
I
it.
was just thinking.
No, but you need like the fedora and like the Bluetooth and a whole bunch of electronic gadgets you can jiggle around and like you're talking and it'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. And like keep taking out
Blackberry,
gadgets and just like dropping them.
Yeah, just like keep
Juggle
like
cell
playing
phones.
with stuff.
Yeah,
I
even
have-
if it's just chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that shows you're tied up in all the
Yeah, right,
technology.
yeah.
Progressively, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Progressively just get more and more tangled up in the cords until you fall, which will be equally as funny.
Well,
All right, we're all coming, Matt, on the 27th. We'll
Nice.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Is it
tons
27?
more stuff if you guys wanna see it, hear it, whatever.
Do it.
Do it,
guys
do it up.
seriously?
This
Yeah,
is
do it.
called, this is called
that.
slam poetry.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of a mix of the Infocon's gonna be like a mix of slam poetry and a bunch of different songs that I've written over the past like 3 months or so. I've been making songs and stuff like that for like 10 years or so, and now this was just most of the stuff I come up with it gets recorded and then it never like sees the light of day. It's in I have at least 100 different recordings in different places, but this one was just what I've done within the past 3 to 4 months. So I figured that since I've never really committed to a project, I've just basically like done it as it's come along, and so this time I actually committed to taking everything that I've come up with in the past 3 months and then just cramming it into one performance or cramming it into just like one event, and that's for this year, for 2012, it's going to be Infocom, which is everything I've accumulated from January to now. So most of it has to do with future studies, East Asian philosophy, and so it's technology, and there's this whole philosophy and persona that I came up with for Information Concentrate, where this guy is just this relay for all of this information and stuff that's just coming through media, and he's just this free-flowing like relay for all this different information. There's no actual person, there's no actual personality. It's just all like regurgitated media and information from all kinds of different things. And I came up with it from watching way too much TV and like entire seasons of TV shows like all at once. Like we usually download TV shows and stuff like that. So when there was all kinds of these different TV shows that I'd never seen, they'd been on for years, like 5, 6, 7 years, and we were able to download all of them all at once. And it just struck me while we were watching them that it's concentrated information. It's not like before where you'd wait every week to see an episode or whatnot, and the information slowly trickles out. Now you could download 5 years, what would take someone 5 years to make, and you could do it One night, an entire series of television, like just one night. And it was like nothing I had ever experienced with media before that. Like when I was a kid, it was always like, oh yeah, that show's gonna be on Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. Now it was just like whatever I want right now. Like huge amount, you just watch it all day, and then, you know, and then it's done, and that's, and you throw it to the side, and then you go to the next show, and then, yeah, it's kind of a media overload. And then all of that went into information concentrate, just this overload of information, overload of media, just swirling around and around and around and around. But yeah, I've got information concentrate. I could do the second half of information concentrate if you guys like, or I could do one of the songs.
Will you actually sing the song?
What's your favorite?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's hear a song.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's get Frank up there and have duet.
I can definitely, I can adapt.
Clearly.
Good dance, don't sing.
Oh my gosh, you have to go and be a backup dancer then.
How that goes.
You have to give it effort.
So there's a couple different ones that I'm doing. I can do one on this is my religious concentrate. It was just like all kinds of like information from like just everything I saw on documentaries and papers I was doing for East Asian philosophy and stuff like that. It was just I just kind of collected and accumulated this information and just kept smashing it together, and I tried to grab out all the qualities that I think that left some substantial amount of angst within me with, you know, angsty questions. Like I tried to kind of put that into the song, those kind of like those questions of religion where you're just like, yes, but I just am so close to understanding it, but I just don't get it.
Like why is Jesus wearing a
I
rainbow?
just haven't quite reached the concept yet. Like I feel like I'm just there, but I just can't get it. So this was all that frustration coming out with the song. It was, this is called Follow Me. Theorize and hypothesize, maybe in the future I'll apologize. Well, go now with the red news into a life that we always knew. Well, I came by 45 and found that the road was a left to die, so I keep watch on the show. With every minute creeping up a little bit more, and I hold my head up high because I want to be in love with the word implied. And I hold my head up high, but the rhythm of the world constrains the mind. And I hold my head up high, to formulate a vision while the whole world does. Cause you can always hear when the lights go out, everybody scream fills up with doubt, and you're lucky that I give to you. And if you only saw the others, if you only knew, and they look into the sky, one starts cursing while the other cries, and in the wind they hear a whisper ringing in the heads. If you were only here, if you're lonely, get in line. If you're empty, step aside, cause the men in the room have work to do. Would you call yourself a brother? Can we count on you? And I'll tell you what the future holds if you're given to a life spent letting go. But they want their hearts to please, and they're begging on the knees, and he starts his life again. For the darkness he transcends. So, who am I to fight history? They seem to know exactly what I need, so I hold my head up high because I want to be in love with the word implied. And I hold my head up high, but the rhythm of the world constrains the mind. And I hold my head up high to formulate a vision while the whole world does. That's Follow Me. You will have to stop me because I'm using this as an opportunity right now with Tim. So, when you so feel that you've gotten tired of it and so on.
Yeah, everyone will just slowly walk out. Like, don't worry.
That's not the
No.
risk. And I'm walking slowly because I